Nice guys finish last. Assalamu alaikum, this is your brother Mohammad Arshad, and today I am in Dubai. I'm in this hotel called Voco Dubai. It's an amazing hotel, mostly because of the view. I really love the view here. Let me just show you. So what I love is, being able to see all the cars, the city. It's an amazing view during the day and at night. And then behind over there, you've got the beach and everything else. And it's very relevant to what I'm going to be speaking to you about in this video, about nice guys finishing last. So let me just sit down. So let me tell you a story, right? Many years ago, one of the things I wanted to do was help prisoners. So we have a lot of Muslim prisoners in the UK, especially in London. So I decided to help them. And the way I was going to help them is in Ramadan time, give out dates and zamzam. Because, it's very limited to what they have in prison. So anyway, I decided to do that. To do that, I needed to borrow a van. So I went to one of my uncles and I said, please, can I borrow your van? And he was very kind enough, mashallah, to let me borrow his van. So anyway, borrow his van, leave his house, with the intention to do good. And within 15 to 20 seconds of leaving his house, because it was a van, I wasn't very used to it, my driving was a bit dodgy, I hit another car. Okay, so I hit this other car, and it's a parked car, and it's a street where it's completely dead and it's completely quiet. So I've got no idea whose car it is, but I've hit it. And at the same time, I'm thinking I'm trying to do something good for the sake of Allah. And what's happened is that I now probably have to start paying or have some insurance claim or some issue. So anyway, I decided, look, obviously you can't hit and run; it's completely illegal. And it's not befitting of a Muslim, right? So anyway, what I decided is I wrote a note because I didn't know whose car it was. And I said, look, I hit your car. Please contact me if you can. So anyway, I think like that same day he contacted me. I met up with him. It ended up costing me hundreds of pounds just to fix that, right? So here I am. I'm thinking, I'm trying to do something nice for the sake of Allah, for other people, for Muslims. And in the end, I end up paying. And what I found is that this is something that's quite common. Because what happens a lot of the time is that you end up, you're trying to do something good, but what happens is you face obstacles. And when you face obstacles, you also face like hardship and difficulties. And it's like, I'm trying to do something good. I remember there was another guy, he came early morning to Fajr, and I'd never seen him at the masjid before. And he hit his car, when he came to Fajr. So these kind of things, it makes you think, oh, this is just typical because, nice guys finish last, right? You try and do something nice and, you get punished for it and you get problems or hurt by it, right? And what I wanted to say is that there is something about this view that tells us the answer to that conundrum, right? What is the answer? The answer is that when I'm down there in the street, the world looks very different. When I'm up here, the world looks totally different. So you imagine if someone's holding something small like a coin, right? From up here, it looks insignificant. But from down there, when you're in it, it seems like it's big and important, okay? And so this is something really important because it's about perspective. It's about where you're viewing things from. And one of the reasons why Muslims are different to non-Muslims is because our view is not based on the dunya. If we look at things, problems, issues, things that happen to us, and we have the mindset only of the dunya, oh, I've won or lost based on what's happened in the dunya, it's a depressing state. Like, we would be sad and really upset and angry to be living in this world because our paradigm as Muslims goes far beyond that, right? The way we judge things is by looking at the akhirah and the dunya, right? So I have a client, he's always saying, oh, I've lost, this issue happened in my life, I lost. I say to him, if you judge it by just being in this dunya, then you have lost. Okay, but for the things you tried to do, the patience you had, the intention that you had, what you were actually trying to do was well-intentioned, you were trying to do something good. If you think about meeting Allah on the Day of Judgment, and then what Allah will do because you did that, and then the reward that will come from that, and then Jannah, then the perspective of whether you win or lose is so different. Right? So this is why it's important to remember that whenever you're doing something nice, whenever you're doing something good for the sake of Allah, you will face obstacles. It will be difficult, but this is stuff that will increase your reward. And remember, always think of your problems and your situation and your perspective with the long term. And this is the reason why anyone can win at life. Anyone. Like right now, I'm in Dubai. Look at the structures around me. Look at the people that live here. There's like billionaires, millionaires, everything, right? And then at the same time, you've got brothers and sisters who are cleaning just the whole day, 15 hours they're cleaning all day, live a very difficult life, right? But both of those individuals, they both have the opportunity to win at life, because Allah has created everyone equal, and Allah will reward everyone according to their circumstances. And so this is the reason why we should be happy, alhamdulillah, that no matter how bad or good our situation is, you know, at the end of the day, Allah has given us a fair chance to be successful. And it could be that that cleaner who works 15 hours a day here and has no kind of life can attain a higher place and a much more comfortable place in Jannah than the billionaire or the millionaire. And this is one of the mercies of Allah, that no matter where you are, who you are, you can actually attain Jannah at the highest levels, inshallah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't clicked and subscribed and liked, please do so. And I'll see you on the next one, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.